Welcome back to Macarium, where builders from around the world inspire with every creation. In this video, the story unfolds of how Gabriel and Leni transform an old house in the Austrian countryside, which they bought together following many years of traveling. Once forgotten and surrendered to time, the house is given a new purpose. Through care, effort, and vision, it is destined to be revived and brought back to life, being shaped into a warm and lasting home for the couple. At this stage, the house is still found in a rough and neglected condition, showing clear signs of the years it has been left untouched. Before any real construction work can begin, a significant amount of clearing, cleaning, and planning is required. The soil is excavated around the perimeter of the structure to expose the wall bases and allow for new infrastructure. In accordance with the design, a new foundation is laid out to define the building footprint. Steel reinforcement is installed, and concrete is poured to form a solid, stable base. The surface is leveled, and a gravel layer is spread to ensure proper drainage beneath the future floor. Rigid foam boards are then installed for thermal insulation and moisture protection. Finally, concrete is poured over the prepared layers, forming a solid, even slab. The walls are built using ceramic porous blocks, also known as clay blocks or thermal bricks. Each block fits precisely with the next, creating strong, uniform walls that are quick to assemble. Their porous structure provides excellent thermal insulation, helping maintain comfortable indoor temperatures while reducing energy consumption. For the entrance, an existing window opening is selected to be transformed into the main access point of the house. The old stone wall surrounding the window is cut and removed, and the opening is enlarged to the dimensions required for a functional doorway. The roof was found to be in poor condition and on the verge of collapse due to years of neglect. It is dismantled to ensure safety, while materials that remain intact are set aside and preserved for potential reuse in the renovation. Both the ceiling and the gable are found to be severely damaged and unstable. They are dismantled and removed to eliminate the risk of collapse, revealing the underlying framework of the house and exposing areas that will require rebuilding and reinforcement. The ceiling is reconstructed using a hybrid steel trussed concrete system, commonly known as a filigree or rib and slab system. Precast concrete elements with integrated steel trusses are installed, serving as both permanent formwork and the bottom reinforcement for the new ceiling. The spaces between the steel trussed concrete beams are filled with specially designed concrete blocks. These blocks feature multiple chambers, or cameras, which serve to improve thermal insulation while also reducing the overall weight of the structure. If you're following along and enjoying the process, please like the video and subscribe. It's the most effective way to support our work. Once the gravel and insulation layers are in place, a rebar mesh is installed and concrete is poured to form a monolithic slab. This combination of gravel, insulation, steel reinforcement, and concrete creates a durable floor built to withstand the test of time. In the old part of the house, the ceiling is rebuilt using the same hybrid steel trussed concrete beam system. This approach strengthens the historic portion with modern construction technology, allowing the old and new parts of the building to function together as a single structure. The staircase is recognized as one of the central elements of the home. Its location is carefully selected to ensure efficient use of space while allowing smooth and comfortable movement between floors. While the formwork for the concrete staircase is constructed from wooden boards, a rebar mesh is installed upstairs in preparation for the concrete slab. Concrete is poured into the staircase framework, fully filling the wooden formwork and giving the structure its final shape. At the same time, concrete is poured over the hybrid steel trussed beam system, completing the ceilings and floors below. The deck area is prepared to provide a solid concrete foundation. The ground is leveled and readied to support the new structure. Once the foundation is set along the perimeter, basement blocks are placed on it, reinforced with vertical rebars, and then filled with concrete to enhance strength and stability. The next step is constructing the attic walls, using ceramic porous blocks for their strength and thermal efficiency. In the newly built section, the blocks are placed directly on the concrete slab to form the upper walls, ensuring a strong, uniform structure. According to the design plan, the attic is built as a gable with full-height walls, giving the upper level a spacious, open feel. This layout lets in plenty of daylight and allows air to circulate freely, making the attic a bright, comfortable, and usable living space. In the older part of the house, the construction is adapted to the existing structure, with sections of the old walls retained as the lower part of the new attic walls, creating a seamless connection between the original building and the extension. To ensure the attic walls can support the full weight of the roof, a concrete belt is formed along the perimeter. This reinforced band ties the walls together, distributing loads evenly and preventing lateral movement or cracking under the roof's pressure. To prepare for the roof rafters, wooden beams are installed along the perimeter of the attic. They provide a secure connection between the concrete belt and the timber rafters, enabling the construction of a strong, firmly positioned roof that defines the final shape of the gable attic. The roof rafters are installed, forming the main framework of the gable roof. Careful attention is given to spacing, alignment, and stability, ensuring the structure is perfectly straight and strong enough to support the roof covering. For the roof covering, options such as OSB or plywood are often chosen for their cost-effectiveness and ease of installation. In this project, however, the owners have opted for solid wood, prioritizing durability, aesthetics, and the natural warmth it brings to the house. Choosing wood gives the roof a traditional character that complements the rest of the house while also providing a durable base for insulation, waterproofing, and the final roofing layers. The entire surface of the wooden roof boards is treated with a protective layer to shield the timber from moisture, insects, and weathering. An underlayment is then applied, serving as an additional barrier against environmental factors, providing a secondary line of defense beneath the final roofing material. The attic gable is built using ceramic bricks, with its triangular profile blending seamlessly with the surrounding roof structure. A window opening is created, welcoming natural light and fresh air, bringing life and a sense of openness to the attic space. To protect the lower exterior walls from soil moisture, a layer of bitumen is applied along the base. This waterproofing creates a reliable barrier, preventing water from seeping into the masonry and reducing the risk of dampness or long-term structural damage. Polystyrene beads are used to fill the cavities within the brickwork, serving both insulation and infill purposes. This lightweight material adds volume without placing additional load on the structure, while helping to reduce thermal bridges. Braces are installed beneath the fascia, supporting the roof overhang by transferring loads back into the main structural elements. At the same time, collar beams are mounted to tie opposing roof rafters together. increasing the overall stability of the roof structure and reducing outward forces on the walls. The main entrance opening is refined to its final dimensions and shape, after which the door is installed, creating a clear point of arrival that blends contemporary design with the restored structure. The floor is coated with a resin-based paint that forms an elastic layer capable of bridging small cracks. For added protection, a bitumen membrane is applied on top, creating an extra waterproofing barrier. This combination of resin and bitumen provides long-lasting protection, preventing water infiltration and safeguarding the floor structure. The surface is now ready for the addition of flooring and finishes. Windows and doors are fitted into their prepared openings and aligned to ensure proper operation. The connections between the edges are covered with a vapor barrier, preventing moisture and improving the building's energy efficiency. The gaps between the frames and masonry are filled with expanding foam, sealing the openings against drafts, moisture, and heat loss. It's time to define the room layouts, following the design while balancing functionality, circulation, and natural light. With the attic filled with daylight streaming through large openings, it becomes a bright and inviting living space. Lightweight materials or ceramic blocks are often used for partition walls. The choice of material is guided by each room's function, the desired acoustic and thermal performance, and the overall interior design. Space planning and room layouts are key to designing a functional and comfortable home. They shape how interior areas are organized, influencing movement, privacy, and the overall flow of the house. Thoughtful layouts ensure that each room serves its intended purpose efficiently, while maximizing natural light, ventilation, and a sense of openness. After a period of careful consideration and consultation, the decision is made to divide the attic into distinct rooms. This thoughtful arrangement transforms the previously open space into organized, livable areas offering privacy while maintaining the architectural harmony of the house. Space separation and thoughtful room layouts combine practicality with comfort. Careful planning of these layouts also enhances the home's aesthetic, creating visual harmony, balance, and a sense of order. Each room is positioned in consideration of its usage, connections to other spaces, and access to light and views. The old part of the house is designated as the living room, allowing its character to shape the atmosphere of the space. A chimney for a wood-burning stove is introduced as a natural focal point. It is built using bricks with a plaster mesh embedded to enhance durability and prevent cracking. A wall-mounted radiant heating system is installed, distributing heat evenly across the surface and gently radiating warmth into the room while remaining visually unobtrusive. Skylights are installed in the roof, bringing natural light deep into the interior. Positioned to illuminate the bedrooms and the area above the staircase, they enhance brightness, ventilation, and the overall sense of openness. At night, these openings frame the sky above, offering quiet views of the stars and adding a poetic quality to the space. Roofing work continues as preparations begin for the installation of the final roof covering. Wooden strips, known as timber roof battens, are mounted over the waterproof membrane at regular intervals, creating a stable, ventilated framework above the protective layer. They serve as the primary support for the final roof panels, ensuring even load distribution. The chimney is completed above the roofline, ensuring proper ventilation and safe operation of the fireplace below. A chimney cap is installed at the top to shield it from the elements. Once this is done, the final roofing sheets are laid over the prepared timber battens, completing the roof's protective layer. Each sheet is carefully positioned and aligned along the roof slope, with precise overlaps to ensure proper water runoff and weatherproofing. After the primary sheets are secured, ridge caps are installed along the peak, sealing the joint where the two slopes meet. When renovating a house that combines an old structure with a new extension, the process requires a careful balance between restoration and modern construction. The historic character and architectural details of the original building are preserved, while the new section is designed to complement it using contemporary materials and design. The flat roof is treated to protect against moisture. A waterproofing membrane is then applied, ensuring the area is fully sealed and resistant to water infiltration. Thoughtful and efficient design is applied to make the most of every available space. This flat section of the roof beneath the main pitched roof is transformed into a functional area, creating opportunities for features such as a skylight to bring natural light deeper into the interior. The lower exterior walls, previously treated with a bitumen layer for moisture protection, are further reinforced for long-term durability. Foam insulation boards are installed along the base, providing an additional barrier against dampness and heat loss. The lower part of a building is generally the most vulnerable to moisture, rising damp, and temperature fluctuations. Direct contact with soil can lead to mold growth, cracking, and structural damage. A snow guard system is installed on the roof to enhance safety and protect the exterior and surroundings from sudden snow slides. The system consists of metal brackets fixed to the roof, supporting a horizontal bar that spans across the slope. Winter in Austria is a season of striking contrasts, with temperatures often dropping below freezing, especially in rural areas. For this reason, effective heating, insulation, and waterproofing are essential. A plastic septic tank is lowered into a prepared excavation, serving as an on-site sewage and wastewater system for properties not connected to municipal sewers. It allows solids to settle and organic material to decompose through natural bacterial action. Preparation for the concrete deck begins with leveling the gravel base, creating a stable foundation, and ensuring proper drainage. Serving as a transitional space between the interior and the outdoors, the deck offers an ideal area for seating, relaxation, dining, or social gatherings. Once the base is prepared, a rebar mesh is placed over the gravel to reinforce the concrete, and the framework is then filled, creating a solid, durable surface. The design plan envisions the deck as a covered space, enhancing its usability year-round and in varying weather conditions. To achieve this, wooden beams are mounted to form a sloped framework, allowing rainwater to run off the roof. This structure not only protects the deck from direct exposure to the elements, but also creates a comfortable outdoor area that can be enjoyed in both sunny and rainy weather. The spaces between the beams are then filled with glazed panels made of profiled polycarbonate, creating a durable and translucent roof covering. This material allows generous amounts of natural light to pass through, while providing reliable protection from rain, snow, and wind. Its lightweight nature reduces the structural load on the supporting beams, while its weather resistance ensures long-term performance. As a result, the deck remains well lit, sheltered, and comfortable, extending its usability throughout the year. Concrete slabs are created in front of all entrances, creating solid and durable access areas. These slabs provide a stable, level surface that improves safety and comfort when entering or leaving the house, especially in wet, icy, or muddy conditions. The concrete slabs protect the surrounding ground from erosion and wear caused by frequent foot traffic, while also preventing water from pooling near the entrances. Their durability and low maintenance qualities make them well suited for outdoor use. These slabs also help visually define the entrances, creating a clean and organized transition between the exterior and interior of the house, while providing additional space for outdoor activities. Electrical wiring is installed throughout the house, forming the foundation for lighting, power, and modern living systems. Cables are routed according to the design plan, with precise placement of outlets, switches, and connection points. A gutter system is installed along the edge of the deck roof, collecting and directing rainwater to prevent it from dripping onto the deck or pooling around the base. When the attic is divided into separate rooms, the design focuses on three key priorities: structural integrity, natural light, and thermal comfort, transforming it into a practical and comfortable living space. At this stage, the walls and ceilings are prepared for finishing with plaster. A grout mortar pump is used to spray the plaster evenly across the surfaces, providing fast and uniform coverage that would be difficult to achieve manually. Once the plaster is applied, the surfaces are smoothed and leveled to create a clean, consistent finish. This combination of machine application and skilled manual work ensures the walls and ceilings are perfectly prepared for painting or other decorative treatments. In certain areas, a plaster mesh is applied to reinforce the surface and prevent cracking. It is embedded into the plaster, especially around corners, joints, or weaker substrates, providing additional strength and stability. A vapor barrier is applied to the floor, creating a protective layer that prevents moisture from rising into the interior. An insulation mat is then laid on top, improving thermal efficiency to keep rooms warm in winter and cool in summer, while also helping to reduce sound transmission. Next, the underfloor heating system is installed in wet areas, such as bathrooms and toilets. Before the floor screed is poured, the heating pipes are carefully arranged, ensuring even heat distribution and proper connection to the heating system. Plasterboards are mounted to the ceiling, creating a smooth, even surface. The joints are filled with gypsum plaster, ensuring a seamless finish. Lightweight and easy to install, the boards provide a clean, uniform surface ready for painting or other decorative treatments. Tiles are an ideal surface for wet areas such as bathrooms because they are water resistant, durable, and easy to clean. Spacers are used during the tiling process to maintain consistent gaps and ensure straight, even grout lines. During a renovation, the safe delivery of materials and equipment is essential to keep the project running smoothly and prevent accidents. Proper handling and placement ensure that materials are available when needed, minimizing downtime and maintaining efficiency. The boiler room is a central part of the house's mechanical systems, serving as the hub for heating, hot water, and sometimes ventilation. It plays a vital role in creating a comfortable, safe, and well-functioning living environment. At this stage, the house begins its transformation from a bare framework of exposed beams and unfinished surfaces into a finished, livable home. Walls are plastered, floors insulated and leveled, ceilings clad, and openings fitted with doors and windows, gradually giving shape and character to the space. The structural elements are still visible in some areas, but the interior starts to feel warm, organized, and livable. The addition of flooring, wall finishes, and functional systems brings the house closer to the final vision, turning the bare framework into a home where comfort, style, and daily life can flourish. The old wall carries its own unique character, and preserving it is essential to maintain the charm of the house. The gaps between the stones are filled with plaster to protect the wall and prevent damage over time. The ceiling and walls undergo a thorough finishing process to ensure durability and a flawless appearance. First, an anti-moisture liquid is applied, creating a protective barrier that prevents dampness, mold, and water damage from affecting the surfaces over time. Before painting, the surfaces are primed to improve adhesion and create an even base. This multi-step preparation ensures a durable, long-lasting finish and a high-quality appearance. The switches and outlets are connected to the previously installed wiring and tested for safety and functionality. Each device is mounted in its planned position, providing convenient access to power and lighting throughout the house. Every element is approaching its finishing touches. Every corner of the house reflects careful work, promising comfort, warmth, and a sense of home. In wet areas such as bathrooms and toilets, a waterproofing membrane is applied to the surfaces. This membrane forms a continuous protective layer over floors and walls, sealing them and preventing water from penetrating into the underlying structure. A built-in toilet tank is chosen as a practical and modern solution. Installed within the wall, only the toilet bowl and flush plate are visible, giving the space a clean, refined, and uncluttered appearance. Narrow bath areas are preferably finished with glossy slab tiles. Their reflective surface enhances light distribution, making the space feel larger and more open. In addition, the large slab format reduces the number of joints, resulting in a cleaner, more continuous surface. Tile spacers are essential, as they prevent tiles from shifting during installation and allow for slight expansion. Once the mortar is set, the spacers are removed and the gaps are filled with grout, creating a durable and visually harmonious surface. The lawn comes alive as flowers are planted, adding color and texture to the outdoor space. The blooms complement the old stone wall, highlighting its rustic character. With the subfloor already prepared, including a vapor barrier and insulation mat, it's time to install the vinyl plank flooring. The planks are laid in an interlocking pattern, while gaps are left along the walls to allow for expansion and contraction. To give the entrance hallway a memorable and distinctive character, specially chosen decorative tiles are installed, forming a carefully designed pattern across the floor. This repeating, highly detailed design is characteristic of Victorian-era tiles, bringing historical charm and visual sophistication to the space. If you've stayed with us right to the very end, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude. It truly means so much to everyone involved. You are one of our most committed viewers, and we deeply appreciate your support. We promise to continue working hard to make our next video even more enjoyable for you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the like button and subscribing. It helps us more than you might think. Thank you once again. The final stage of the renovation brings the house to life with furnishing and interior styling. Work begins in the bathroom, where fixtures, vanities, and storage are installed, completing the wet areas with both functionality and elegance. In the kitchen area, the hot and cold water piping and drainage system are installed, forming the essential plumbing network for sinks, dishwashers, and other appliances. Pre-assembled cabinets in a deep dark green are installed in the kitchen. The rich color complements the textures of the old stone wall and the home's natural elements, creating a harmonious connection between the original structure and contemporary design. The kitchen is transformed into a spacious, functional, and inviting heart of the home. With huge storage cabinets, expansive working surfaces, and modern appliances, every detail is designed for convenience and efficiency. This combination of practicality and thoughtful design turns the kitchen into more than just a functional area. It becomes a warm and welcoming space where delicious dinners are prepared or morning coffees are enjoyed. Step by step, the house is filled with furniture, carefully chosen to complement the renovated interior. Soft, natural tones of the walls, floors, and ceilings create a neutral backdrop, allowing each piece of furniture to stand out without clashing with the surroundings. The combination of the home's natural textures with thoughtfully selected furniture brings harmony, balance, and character to the living space. After months of dedicated work, Gabriel and Leni can finally walk through the rooms, surrounded by the harmony of old and new, tradition and modern comfort. It is more than it is a home reborn, where memories will be made, dreams will flourish, and the spirit of the past lives on in every brick. If you liked this project, be sure to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way shortly.